live.
Sweet. And there we are.
Woo! Do I have a paint handle for this guy? Is there any point to putting him on a paint handle? Let's see.
Oops.
Lucky Bat Uwu, TJ the Ho Painter, good evening. Ants North America, Guten Tag. Brennett Crothmail, hi there. Dossier Harls, greetings gamers.
Oops.
Did not do that 88. Tube. Dancy Doom. Ooh, J Nick, how's your apprentice night? Don't you hate it when you're priming models and your rattle can runs out of primer mid-spray? I certainly do. That's a rough one.
Geez, I'm getting sick just by looking at this model.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love the Death Guard. Like your paint scheme for him.
I need to find all the paints I used. I think I might have bagged them up.
Bagged up the old paints. I think they're up his butt. That's my hot take. He's looking in the wrong place.
Ooh, Something to do that. Are you painting it like your other Death Guard? Absolutely. I'm gonna have a little Death Guard army. A little one. I don't think I'll ever have a big one.
I mean, life is long.
That's true.
Maybe 5 years down the road, you got a giant ass army. Speaking of ass,
Yeah. I'm out of soda. Although I have a nice glass of decaf right here.
gonna be popping back a cold one, a cherry bubbly.
Ooh. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Is there 8 colors? Blue, green, pink, red, brown, white, gray, yellow. I think that's right.
You know, I guess your Death Guard army's done when those colors run out.
It absolutely is. You can no longer buy this paint, and I reached out to the people, and I bought all that was left.
Again, going back to the Mr. McGorham's Wonder Emporium.
Absolutely. Second I run out of this paint is the second this army is done. New World Empire, is this the Rabute Ross painting show? Absolutely.
Yeah. There we go. Getting the motor running early.
In North America, would you guys say 14 inches is too big for a model? Yeah. I guess it depends.
Too big for a model, but just right for something else.
Mm-hmm. Cyanide and Cheddar, hey Nick, hey Jay, how's it going? It's going good.
Great.
So, starting a new paint.
Starting a new paint?
No, I can't. I don't think this guy will paint up exactly as fast as Mog and Ra.
No. Yeah. But that's okay. Evan Atlas, I dropped my Death Guard kill team today, and they shattered into 1,000,000 pieces. Rest
Oh
in peace.
no! How did they shatter? Were they 3D prints? Because yeah, 3D prints shatter.
I can imagine that happening.
Felix the Crazy, dirty secret. I want a non-cruted Death Guard army for my shelf. Ooh, that's kind of blaspheme coming from the Crute Lord.
Wow.
Gazgul Mag Uruk Draka. My cousin just got the Death Guard starter box. Sick to see you working on this. Gonna do green or white armor by chance. I'm gonna paint him exactly like this. Got some of my other ones ready to go. Ooh, there's a nice little spider web on this one.
Sorry. I left that there.
Yeah, they're kind of a yellow, brown, green. They're very mottled, and they're gross. And he's gonna be King Gross. I think after this, because I've got Poxwalkers, I've got, I think I might have 10 Death Guard. I should probably paint up the last 2 Poxwalkers. Should get to 10 Plague Marines. I have a Plague Drone to finish. I'll have the Lord of Contagion, so I guess next up would probably be the Plague Terminators. And probably a couple more Plague Drones.
Hell yeah.
GG95, I made it today! Playing Boredom is priming without spray can viable. In the Warhammer Imperium magazine, they instruct you to just do 3 layers of base paint. Yeah, paint's sticky. It'll stick to plastic. Might not be a super enjoyable process, but it can be done. For sure.
Maybe they just wanted you to use all your paint up.
Yeah. Cthulhu73. From my myopic view, people seem to tip more on Twitch. Have you considered streaming there? We consider it. We might have.
We got the, you know, we got some plans.
Cthulhu73, that $90 Mog and Raw.
Exactly. Damn, is it an expensive Mog and Raw?
Yeah, it's weird that it costs like 3 times as much as you'd think.
I mean, I looked at the web store and it is $90. Flipna Dude at 88. Hot tub painting streams are coming soon. Uh-oh, they're on to us. That'd be pretty sick, though, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Highman Canada 2, I'm stripping the paint from my Imperial Fist Dreadnoughts because of how thick the paint is, and I want to start again. Neat.
That's a good time to strip when it's too thick. It's a bad time to strip when it's fine.
Yeah.
You just want to change it.
Brandy Allen Neva, what would you recommend picking up to start a Death Guard army? I don't know. They have
Death Guard.
Pretty good combat patrol. They, I mean, you can never really go wrong with buying a box of basic troops. So some Death Guard.
Hey, that's what I said. I'm a genius.
Mm-hmm.
I know everything about the army. Senna and Cheddar. Nick J. Favorite vehicle based on the Rhino chassis. Go. The Rhino.
Predator.
I like the Rhino.
I have the Predator tank.
I like the Rhino.
It's nerve-wracking starting these guys. Because look what I'm doing to this poor guy.
You're just putting paint all over the place. And then everybody in the chat's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And then they're gonna not have faith in you. And then you're gonna win them back. That's always what happens.
Yep.
Those are always my favorite models. When nobody has faith in you in the chat, then you pull it all together. Flipping a dude at 88. Oh my god, you ruined it!
Yeah! Destroyed.
Ednerb, what are you doing? I have no faith in you! The Wizard MF saw a post of another Krieg model being discontinued. What's the deal? Will Krieg be embraced in plastic or all models deleted?
Nobody knows, but they have been slowly losing models for like 4 years. Nobody knows. If I had to bet money, I'd say they're probably just going away. I really doubt they're going into plastic.
Cut to them coming out in plastic.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But nobody knows. Nobody knows. If somebody says that they are, they're lying. If somebody says they're definitely not, they're also lying. Nobody knows. Games Workshop never gives out any information. Just have to wait and see. But I don't think too many people are starting Krieg armies because, God, like $100 for a basic squad of troopers. Kind of a lot. Kind of a whole heckin' lot.
Cookie Parts, how long do you wait for each layer of paint to dry?
I don't. In theory, the layers of paint should dry in a few seconds. Like, 3 to 10 seconds maybe, depending on how thick you layer it on. But for what I'm doing right here, it doesn't matter at all, because I'm just layering on colors willy-nilly. And then I'll fix it all later.
Why are you ruining that model? What did the model do to you?
This model stole my lunch money.
It literally did. Because it's so expensive.
Gears, I have my Nurgle Demons, some Death Guard books, and I've been reading like the Buried Dagger and Lords of Silence, and it makes me want to start a different type of Nurgle army. Mortarion is dope. Mortarion is dope. I think I'll need him one day. I think I'll need to paint him in this style. Good. But holy moly, that'll be a project.
Very true. Roy O, are you using only contrast paints or normal layer paints too?
This is the normal old acrylics. This project will be 100% normal acrylics.
Nova Man, what head is that?
I think it's just a regular old Space Marine head. I like all my Death Guard to be bare-headed. I think it just makes them a little bit more unique.
I have a good bear head. Like a literal bear.
Yeah.
James Robbins. Hey Jay, can I use Crayola Model Magic instead of Milliput?
Depends on what you're doing. If you're just making some height on a base, you can. If you want to like fill gaps and have like a sandable material, then no.
It's also Crayola Model Magic soft squishy modeling material. I almost got confused.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta use the full name.
Omnissiah Sphinx, would playing the Iron Hands and the Death Guard be the same play style? I don't think so, because they're two different armies. The Iron Hands are all about siege and attrition warfare, and the Death Guard are about slowly moving forward and shooting you in the face with bolters dipped in like plague. And the Death Guard are tougher.
Oh, yeah.
And done. What do you guys think?
I love it. That has to be your quickest paint job.
Mm-hmm.
We should do speed run paint jobs where you have to finish a model in the hour.
That would be fun.
Maybe you have it all set up beforehand with all of your paints. Your airbrushes are ready to go.
Flipna Doodad 88, will you write my name on the left forearm for $10? Yes. New World Empire, if I paint the Calidus Assassin, can I proxy it as anything? Well, it will be a Calidus Assassin, so you could always use it as that. You can probably proxy it as some stuff. I guess it depends on what faction you play, what army you play. I mean,
Yeah,
technically
can
you
you
could
proxy
it as anything.
Fart Quest.
Oh, easily. Captain Blue, opinions on using Play-Doh for sculpting. Love Play-Doh. It's the only thing I use for sculpting.
Yeah. And it's one of the only things I eat.
Mm-hmm. Hack and Slash, do you use small macaroni noodles for the base of that lord? No, it is green stuff, and I used the green stuff World Texture Roller. I have a video on how to make Nurgle bases, where I show off how I did this base.
Oh, yeah. Stinkiest base on this side of the Mississippi. Yeah. I'm gonna do it at 88. I remember making Play-Doh. I made Play-Doh as a kid. And yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
Shivox, finished Day of Ascension. A rather bleak future for those people. Makes me wonder about the relationship between Tyranids and Genestealer cults. No spoilers. I liked it. Was okay. I liked it a lot. Yeah, it is bleak. It's very grimdark. That's what I
But 40k isn't grimdark anymore.
That's true. Yeah, because Grimdark ended whenever whoever is saying it says it's ended, or started, or finished. Usually, it's when they were in high school. And for some reason, Grimdark ended when they had to be an adult and get a job and, responsibilities. It's weird how that always seems to happen that way.
Yeah. TS, any tips on painting white and black Chaos Marines? I'm working on a Sons of Malice army, and white seems super intimidating.
Um, maybe get some blending medium. I mean, it depends. Like, whenever you're asking for advice, it always helps to give tons of information. But I guess like paint your white first, and then your black on top. If you can prime in white or a light gray, that'll probably help a lot. Yeah, definitely try to avoid painting white on top of black.
James Robin tips. It's a pair showing us his coffee.
It is a pair showing us. I guess it's red liquid. It could be the blood of his enemies.
It really could be. Jeez. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
A little spooky. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this pair. He really, you know, he like works out or whatever, and then he has a cup of blood.
Mm-hmm. New World Empire. Adulthood is the real grimdark.
Yep.
Duke 07. 40k used to be serious back when we painted bases in bright green. Oh yeah, goblin green bases is the hill I will die on. Alright, I gotta pick, now that everything has kind of got a little bit of a base going, I gotta pick a spot and finish it. I'm gonna start with his foot. Also, can I just... Ah! No, I got pink on his thing.
Pink on his thing. Oh my god. I got to watch it.
There we go, all better.
Pink on his thing.
Pink on the thing!
Candy Creations, I'm late. Oh no, I'm late. Wow. It's good though, because it's a long stream tonight.
It is. Yeah, let's see how much of this sucker I can get done.
I think you have to finish it in 3 hours.
Yes. Hack 'em Slash. I used the Contrast Apothecary White by Games Workshop. It's very good. It's very good. The black and the white contrast from Games Workshop are really nice.
Mm-hmm. RTRT, what's Jay doing with his thing? Did look pretty incriminating.
Matthew Mayer, are you ready to paint more Mad Max orcs after what Gamok just showed for the month of May? Who's Gamok?
I guess it's a Patreon.
Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra Shaka when the walls fell.
Sometimes I like to say things too.
Everybody knows Darmok and Jalad.
Gears, do y'all intend to get more Age of Sigmar armies. If you do, I recommend Ideneth Deepkin. One of their best units are dudes on sharks with harpoon launchers, plus they have the Robote Gilliman of Age of Sigmar.
It is cool. I'm really interested in the Caradron Overlords, and I like the Daughters of Cain. They're neat. And the Seraphon. Those are the 3 armies I'm interested in addition to just regular old Sigmar Marines, which I have a bunch of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to have the biggest collection of Gloomspite Gits on this side of the Mississippi and the other side. And the other ones are fine. But I really like those ones.
Tips. Been a while since I joined the stream, and here's some love. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, dude, it looks like macaroni on the base. Oh yeah. It won't. Don't worry. It'll look real gross. To that developer, we got to see Jay paint that Crimson Fist model. That's true. I got to do something with that. It's a very, very old limited edition model, sculpted by the legend, the legendary
George.
George.
George. Where's my coffee? Gungas.
Juan Diaz.
That's close.
I learned an adorable fact the other day. The Sisters of Battle use a bolter. Their specific type of bolter is called the Godwin Diaz pattern bolter, and it's named after Jeff Goodwin and Diaz, Juan Diaz, because Juan Diaz sculpted the Sisters of Battle line, and Goodwin sculpted just about everything else. And so their bolt gun is named after them.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm. Very grimdark. Jason M. His arms wide.
Incredibly grimdark.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be more grim. Couldn't be more dark.
Maximus, ever think about painting Traitor Legions in Primaris? Like making Primaris Space Marines into Traitor Legions?
I'm going to answer the question. No.
No. Kinkanas, why play Sea Eldar when you can play Orcs?
Or goblins.
Mr. Highman Canada 2, should I use a Defiler for my Death Guard army? I don't know. Defiler's kind of a fun model. It is very, very old.
RTRT. Gloomspite, Skaven, Breasts of Chaos, and Seraphon all day. You know what?
Totally agree.
I forgot about the Skaven. Skaven are pretty great.
Skaven are great.
The Slanesh stuff is awesome.
The only the bad guy as I'm kind of interested in is the normal ones. What are they called? Ghosties. The Night Haunts. The Night Haunt. I like the Night Haunt.
Someone didn't take their alpha brain today.
No. I let Joe Rogan down.
Candy Creations. I just started a Night Hunt army. Yeah, the Night Hunts are pretty cool. I think they should stop making cool stuff, though.
Yeah.
Because there's too much.
Primaris Julius Carnifex. Jay, what's your opinion on Reaper Minis? I plan on using a big spider for my Chaos Terminator Lord as a pet, painting it sort of glowy, but not object source sliding yet. I like Reaper miniatures. I like Bones because it's cheap. And I think Reaper is going to start using CO casts, so their stuff might get a little bit better quality.
Stern Merc. Jay, did you hear about the supposed price for the Horus box? 240 pounds. Sounds crazy.
240 pounds would be pretty crazy.
Can you give that to us in freedom units, please? And freedom bucks and freedom dollars and freedom fries.
I figured the Horus Heresy starter box would be kind of a loss
really
leader,
expensive.
so they would kind of give you a little bit of a deal on it, in the hopes that you buy, a bunch of other stuff of Horus Heresy, kind of like they do with most of the starter boxes.
Here we go. Kidder Canones, 240 pounds equals $350.
Yeah, and they'd pump that up to $400 because of the America tax, and then $410 for the Canadian tax.
I mean, that's the price that we pay for having freedom. Mm-hmm. What can I say?
Yep. Gamma fields, what are you using for the basing texture? It's a wood chip, and then a little bit of Vallejo mud texture.
I like eating wood chips, but they make me a little gassy.
Mm.
So I had to stop eating them.
RT, love me, the Diaz horrors, and of course the Demonettes for reasons. Oh yeah, even though he sculpted all of everybody's favorite models for everything, he's best known for his Demonettes with the titties.
Mysterious Automobile. Hi, Jay. Hi, Nick. Today is technically my birthday, and what am I doing? That's right, watching EOB and a 2:30 in the morning. Exactly. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy technically birthday.
It's technically not my birthday. Technically.
Technically.
McDonald's Sprite. I'm only a lore guy. Is painting hard?
Painting is very hard. McDonald's Sprite. Sometimes McDonald's Sprite rocks, especially when they put in a little too much goo.
Love it too much goo.
Holy cow! Although then it's really sad when they don't put in enough goo.
Oh yeah.
Then it's a real sad time.
Right. When they do that, I just dump it on the floor. It's where it belongs. I mean, what are you doing?
Gears, one Black Library book y'all should read is Talons of Horus. It's about the founding of the Black Legion. The main character is a thousand son with a big titty dark elder girlfriend and a pet dog. Fun book. Interesting. The Talons of Horus.
You had me at dog.
But the main character is a thousand son or T-son, thousand son.
T-son.
Mr. T.
Mr. T-son.
King Canona is the new demon. Kind of looks the new demon prince kind of looks like Vince Venturella. I I disagree.
Unless you mean dashing, then yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! I want Jay to play Great Blap, just so he can say it all the time.
I agree.
So Great Blap.
Bop, bop, beep, bop. God, it's such a bad name.
Mm-hmm. Gamma Fields. Painting makes me hard.
Yeah, for some people. I mean, what do you think's going on underneath that desk?
Mysterious Automobile. McDonald's Sprite is slightly better than regular Sprite.
Agreed. Hits differently.
Mm-hmm.
Van Stroud. Jay, I gotta know, do you like the Saw series? If so, which is your favorite?
No. The first one's not bad. The first one's just a regular movie. After that, I don't like them. I've only seen the first 3.
I think I've seen the first 2. The first one's fine.
Yeah, the first one's not really that gory.
Yeah.
And then it seems like after that, they just lean there like, oh, the only thing people want is gore. Even if it doesn't make any sense. And, like, there's no characters that anyone likes. And, like, there's no point.
I think I watched the first 2 with Amanda. Like, a long time ago, and we were blasted out of our minds drunk.
No, see, that's how you watch the Leprechaun series.
VG95. Who is more kitten, Jay or Nick? Mysterious Automobile. Neither are kitten. Both are Giga Chads.
It assumed like a kitten from text to speech,
Or maybe a cute, lovable little creature. That would be me.
That seems like a bit of a stretch. Bee Slaughter, Merry Christmas, y'all, and a Happy New Year. My New Year's resolution is to drink more.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that ain't decaf tea in that cup. Let's just say that. Something a little bit spicier.
Matthew Cheeseman. Jay is like the IGN of film reviews. If he says it's bad, odds are it's pretty good. How many 7s are really good? Actually, that's not true because Star Wars 7 is really good.
Bet you some people here would disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, because they're like, what? A movie that's fun and has got likable characters and spaceships and pew-pews and an interesting villain, and this sucks. This is garbage. How come there's no Jar Jar?
I bet you some people were typing some comments and then deleted it after you said that. Cheeky Studio Pins. I bought 2 boxes of decaf tea by mistake. It took me a month to find someone that drinks it. You guys send it over here.
Yeah.
An insane amount of money. And send it over here.
Mm-hmm. SG, hey guys, I want to watch the stream, but there is a ringing. Anybody else hear it? Am I behind the curve?
I don't know. Let's see.
Thank you very much for every folks. Show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. And check out the merchandise. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. RTRT, the Hemo Goblins would be a better name for Soul Blight, Grey Blight. Yeah, because hemoglobin. Hemo Goblin. You know what? It would be a better name. You know what would also be a better name? The Soul Blight is a great name. And the Grave
awesome.
Lords is a great name. Soul Blight, that's a bad name. Could they literally not all agree?
Yeah. I like to think they're like, okay, heads is Soul Blight, and then tails is Grave Lords, and then they did it, and it landed on its side.
Yeah.
So they just had to go with both of it.
DJ the Ho Painter, in regards to Star Wars, I liked a lot about the Book of Boba Fett series, except the teens on their Power Ranger scooters. I love the teens on their Power Ranger scooters. I thought it was hilarious. I loved the punks.
No peak. Should I try and finish up my Mortarion or my Death Shroud Terminators?
Probably the Death Shroud Terminators, and then use the skills you develop on them to finish off Mortarion. Premise, Julius Carfax. I'll agree that Adam Driver acted the hell out of Kylo Ren, and BB-8 is fun. BB-8 is fun.
What is this fun that you are speaking of?
VD95, Nick and Jay, I'm going to plug your names into an incorrect quote generator and see what shenanigans transpire. You can't believe everything you read on the internet. That is my favorite quote by President George Washington.
That's really good. And George Washington created the internet, I believe.
The Duke 07, it's not a good Star Wars movie without thinly veiled racist caricatures. Well, in that case, episode 1 is the best movie.
Yeah. Hashtag Goongas.
Stern Merc, Hemogoblins equal Vampire Orcs. That would be a good name for Vampire Orcs. Primus Julius Carnifex, Hemogoblin is a Marvel villain from the 90s. You know, sounds about right.
Oh no. No, Jay. Honest Abe said. Honest Abe Lincoln said that. Wow. We're just getting all miscombobulated. Boobulated.
Primus Julius Carnifex. Well, they are silly, but does the silly fit in the Book of Boba Fett? I don't know. I think it's really tricky to... Because we know nothing about Boba Fett, and yet we know everything about Boba Fett. Because he's been in dozens of books, comic books, Star Wars The Clone Wars. Like, he's been everywhere. We all have our idea of what Boba Fett is, but technically, the only thing we know about him is... Darth Vader knew who he was, and then he fell into the Sarlacc pit, and the Sarlacc pit ate him and burped. That's what we know about him. So I don't mind a little silliness. I also don't mind a little silliness because it makes it feel different than Mandalorian. I feel like it's a little bit like Boba Fett is kind of the Rebels to Clone Wars. Like, there's Clone Wars and Rebels, and there's Mandalorian and Boba Fett.
Bad.
I feel like, though, when I watch Star Wars, I try to watch Star Wars from the perspective of, like, a 10-year-old. Because that's how you have the most fun with it.
Insane. I don't understand why you want to have fun with a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah, because most movies are, most Star Wars movies are Citizen Kane. I mean, they're, works of incredible art. They with a lot to say. Oh no, would Jay ever paint kobolds? Probably not. I'm not much into D&D. If there was cool kobolds, maybe. Deacons Pence, I should be getting 25 bottles of 60mm paint tomorrow for painting up the snake staff. No way am I using my expensive paint on this staff. 25 bottles of 60mm? Milliliter? Probably milliliter paint. How many parsecs is that?
RGRT, another historical fact that Honest Abe wasn't his real nickname. His actual nickname was Dishonest Mark. Yeah, we all know Dishonest Mark.
Yeah. Gears. Oh, I see, exactly. My main complaint about the Book of Boba Fett is that it doesn't feel like Boba Fett. His random changes of heart in battle and being a nice dude all of the time didn't fit the character. But see, what is the character of Boba Fett? Where can you draw upon to know the character of Boba Fett? You can't. You just have to... Everybody has an idea in their head of what Boba Fett is. But really, all we know is he's a good bounty hunter. And he died.
And there was a little burp.
And there's a burp. That's all we know. It really is.
That's literally my best part. My favorite part.
Because that is kind of the main complaint about Star Wars. Like, this Star Wars movie didn't feel like Star Wars. There's a beautiful foreword in the book, The Making of Star Wars Episode 8 by Ryan Johnson. And he writes for like 4 pages about asking the members of his crew, like, what does Star Wars, how do you make something look like Star Wars? And getting everybody's different response and having people say like, oh, it's all about the greebling. It's about the 1930s and 40s. It's about like samurai inspiration. It's about all of these different things, and there was no one defining characteristic, and it was really, really interesting.
Too bad he ruined the movies. So we shouldn't listen to him. Boom. Hot take received.
Gamma Field. My favorite part of the new Star Wars was when Rey discovered a new power every time she needed it. No. Remember when Luke did the exact same thing, and Anakin Skywalker? Remember when Jedi just have powers? Because they're wizards? But Rey's a girl, so it should take her a lot longer, and it should be harder for her to figure it out. Remember when Anakin blew up the droid control ship when he was 9, the first time he ever flew a spaceship? Christian Ariza. There's nothing to fear but Games Workshop itself. Gandhi. Primaris Julius Carnifex. I like the Stormtrooper design for the First Order. I do too. I think it's really slick.
It was really slick. We've also gotten to... We haven't had a good old-fashioned argue about Star Wars in a while.
No, we haven't.
This is kind of amazing.
These Reader Brands, remember folks, show some support and hit that thumbs down. If you're new to the channel, join the crew and hit that subscribe. And check out the merchandise. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Yep, the good old-fashioned Jay is also wrong about Star Wars.
Mark Dufour, 30 plus years of Boba Fett stories and comics. So, I mean, yes, but no. He's different in different iterations. I mean, he acts a little different in the Boba Fett video game. He acts a little bit in the Boba Fett book series. He acts kind of very different in the children's Boba Fett, the Tales of Young Boba Fett book series that I read. Also, you don't think that you've colored Boba Fett a little bit by your interpretation of all of these things?
I don't know. I think that person's the person that knows what Boba Fett is.
That is true.
Yep. So there you go. That's my hot take.
Dan Miller. I mean, Clone Wars, he did multiple assassination attempts as a 10-year-old and killed a lot. He doesn't even want to kill anymore. He tries to kill 2 people, and he fails both times. But also, in the book of Boba Fett, they explain why he doesn't try to kill people. It's because he died, he's sick of being a bounty hunter, and he developed a family dynamic with the Sand People that made him actually respect life and think that there might be more to life than just making money by killing people for idiots.
Lame. Lame. That's pretty lame.
Mysterious Automobile, the comics are no longer canon. That's true, although I would argue the comics were never canon, because how many times were you in conversation with people where they knew the comics and they had happened to have read the same comics that you've read? Like, I feel like the movies were always hard canon, and everything else was kind of soft canon. Oh no, the real Star Wars was the friends we made along the way.
Exactly.
Dan Miller, the Mandalorian is the personality and story Boba should have had. I disagree, because Mando is very, very naive, which I feel like Boba Fett would not be. Like, Mando is a young man who's becoming a dad. Yellow Goblin. Yeah, but that was just like pod racing. Plastic Hobbies. Luke didn't have a whiny I can't do it phase. I mean, doesn't he not... Doesn't that happen in the very first movie? When he ditches Ben to go... I guess he goes to try to rescue his parents. But, I don't know. I mean, people hate Rey. I get it. I don't really understand why. I think she's great. I think Daisy really does a great job performing her. She doesn't do anything out of the ordinary that we haven't seen all of the other protagonists in Star Wars do. Marker de 4. We have some Rey simps. We've reached that phase of the arguments. Why are you guys Games Workshop shills?
Mm. I have a hot take. It's all not real. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
That's my
yeah,
hot
it's not
take.
real because it hasn't happened yet, or it's happened way in the past. Jason M. Luke was the best written character. Rey is the worst. Anakin is the failure in between. But I was going to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. Remember when Luke was really sad that Ben died, and Leia like pats him on the head and is like, "It's okay." Meanwhile, her whole planet just died. Also, I think we're all forgetting that the best written character is Chewbacca.
Agreed. Second to R2-D2.
Mysterious Automobile. Palpatine being Anakin's dad is cool, though. Was he Anakin's dad? I thought he just was evil. He's not Anakin's dad. "96% of D's nuts. The Generation 1 clones are my favorite." Yeah, the Phase 1s are really cool. Although I like the fun colors of the Phase 2.
Hell yeah.
Gloomy. Man, I love the streams, but I fucking hate when you burp all the time. More than people hate the new Star Wars movies. I believe you. I know some people, it's like nails on a chalkboard, but it's what you're gonna get here. That's what we do.
Yep. Really great content. And we edit out the burps for the videos.
Yes.
Because people hate it that much that we have to. Because if everybody was on board, that's we would leave them all in. Basically, the videos could be at least 10 times better, but other people want to ruin it.
Fart Jar, love your videos. Glad I finally seen you live. Yeah.
Bet your fart jar doesn't care if we burp.
Good old live. There's definitely a magic to live.
There's a magic to life. Man, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Bear, the B in EOB stands for burps.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of people think it stands for battle, but it stands for burps.
Gears, Jay, they're called Tusken Raiders. I've already canceled you on Twitter. Good. Max isn't a wizard. You ever use sprue bits to build up bases? Like, not leftover model bits, but the sprue itself feels like a waste to throw it out, you know? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do things where they try to recycle the sprue. The only problem for me is it always ends up just looking like they used the sprue. Plastic hobbies. Rey's cool. She's just good at everything right off the bat, for the most part. Luke tried and failed. Is she good at everything right off the bat, though? I agree she had a little bit more of a head start, because it would have been lame to have to see a character, like, have to be Luke exactly again. Although, I mean, Luke was shooting people, grappling across and bottomless chasms, flying X-Wings, and shooting impossible shots to blow up the Death Star in his first movie. It wasn't like, you know, we really saw an amazing arc of him sucking and then getting good. You know, I mean, he racks up a stormtrooper body count in that first movie, having never shot a gun. I know he was bullseyeing Womp Rat, so presumably he has fired a gun before, but not in the middle of a battle. But I don't know. I feel like Rey doesn't ever do anything that's like, how the hell did she do that? She's in the movie. It does say she's flown ships before, and presumably she's flown the Millennium Falcon because she knows Unkar plot and how he was modifying it. It's possible she was even the one that he had modify it. She also knew it sucked. She wanted to take the quad jumper.
I'm offended. I just want to put that out there.
Mm-hmm. G-Voice member 45, Nick and Jay, I haven't heard you plug epic basing in a bit. You should do that again. Love epic basing. I don't have any basing bits near me, but they make some epic basing bits.
Epic bits for epic basing. And the Night Lords video had a little plug.
It did? So. The Duke 07. Remember when Luke got some tongue from his sister?
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's just never addressed again. It is not. It also gives us the greatest line from Leia of all time, where I swear she must have been like crazy high or something, where she's like, "No, Luke, run away, run far away. If you can feel his presence, then leave this place." It's a weird line, and it's delivered really weird.
You mean delivered perfectly?
Manuel Castilla, do you ever think they'll run out of space to display minis? Yes and no. I feel like I often run out of space, and then I just make a little more.
Oh, I think some more will be made soon.
Yeah. Flipping a dude at 8. She wrecked Kylo in The Force Awakens. Does she, though? Because she loses, and she loses, and she loses, and then you could say The Force Awakens. Also, the movie points out many times that the bowcaster is a really powerful gun, and then Kylo gets shot with it. We see him being very badly wounded. He gets another little boo-boo from fighting Finn, although he totally destroys Finn. And then we see Rey able to not beat him, but knock him down. Is that wrecking? TRT. Captain Kirk would pound into the ground Luke Skywalker with his hard-throbbing phaser. Just talking facts, y'all. Daniel Bear, the Jedi mind trick on the Stormtrooper was the only thing I thought, how did she know that? That's true. Although, I would, what's his name? When Han Solo tells her and Finn about the Force, she doesn't say, like, what is the Force? She's like, it's real, it's all real. So apparently she knows about the Force. Also, I would also point out that Watto knows what a Jedi mind trick is. So it's definitely not impossible that it's just common knowledge in Star Wars. Because Watto can't even take your Bank of America card, but he knows what a Jedi mind trick is. Mysterious Automobile. Yeah, but Rey is a stinky girl. Primaris Julius Carnifex. Rey did use mind trick on a whim and force healing on a whim. Why are you saying on a whim? Because it kind of seems like it wasn't on a whim. Is because she needed to? Like, when Obi-Wan Kenobi did the mind trick, was that on a whim? Also, she had read the sacred texts that Luke had hid away on his planet. So presumably she learned the Force healing from those books.
Yeah, but she read it on a whim.
Gammafield, let's be real, Hollywood is just high all the time. That's true.
It's the only way to make it fun.
Daniel Bear, Carrie Fisher's coke nail is very visible in Return of the Jedi. It is. It's hilarious. Matthew Cheeseman, in the first Harry Potter film, Harry Potter finds out he's a wizard, goes to school, and doesn't do any magic at all. Not even a little. You are completely right. He does not cast a single spell in the first Harry Potter movie. It's kind of wild when you think about it. They just forgot to have him do any magic. He really doesn't do much magic until the third movie. Which the third movie kicks butt. That's probably my favorite one. Alfonso Cuarón did a really, really great job. I wish that he made more of them. That he got in and got out. He made Children of Men, which is like one of the greatest movies of all time.
It's no Phantom Menace.
It's no Phantom Menace.
Jet Runs, just tuning in. Wow, it's that kind of stream. Exactly. It's the Jay is also wrong stream. It's the Jay is also wrong hour.
Chakra Durat. Ray did read a lot of the data from the old Imperial ships. Yeah, the old Corellian ships. Star Wars Episode 30, Star Wars Incest is Bestest. Skywalker Incest is Bestest. Plastic Hobbies, I picked a great night to tune in. Yeah, brand new model. TK's Reader Prince, do you think the new Sith these days are starting to look a lot like Cenobites from Hellraiser? You know, I never thought that the Sith made much sense. The only Sith that kind of feels like a Sith to me, even though he's like the worst character in all of Star Wars, is Count Dooku. Because just like a handsome old guy who wears capes and dresses nice and has a fancy lightsaber. Like, I feel like the Sith would use their powers to just make their lives better and be selfish. Where it seems like most Sith are like, I'm a Sith, so I'm gonna dress like I got out of Hot Topic, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna be mean, and I don't know. Like, I would imagine Sith would be like kings and warlords. Because, you know, if you're all powerful, why not? But the Sith demonstrate a ton of restraint for, you know, selfish, evil people. Yellow Goblin, not even the Leviosa spell? I don't think we see him do it. I think we see Hermione and Ron do it. Terrask Spleen. I feel like no one talks about Scott Pilgrim in terms of greatest movie. Scott Pilgrim is a phenomenal movie. Who directed Scott Pilgrim? I forget. He's directed tons of amazing movies that all bomb horribly. I can't remember, but Scott Pilgrim. Everybody needs to watch Scott Pilgrim. It is a fun time. Primaris Julius Carnifex. I agree to disagree about Ray's character with Jay. It's an old debate. That means I'm right. No, I appreciate it. Primaris Julius Carnifex. Dig your friends, remember folks, show some support and hit that thumbs down. If you're new to the channel, join the Mon Crew and hit that subscribe, and check out the merchandise. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. Oh no, I wish Jay's take on the Death Guard was more common. Like a little, like, kind of rainbowy gross.
Rainbow gross.
Rainbow gross. Too much paint.
Daniel Bear. Well, at least we can all agree the Transformers movies fucking suck.
You know what? No, just kidding. Just kidding. They're really bad. I've heard good things about the Bumblebee movie. I haven't seen it.
I've also heard good things about that one.
Yeah, no, the Transformers movies are really bad. I don't know what it is about that director, but he always like makes people look greasy. Yeah, Michael Bay. Like greases them up.
Lubes them up.
Lubes them.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with lubing people up.
Mm-hmm. Chakra Durat. The biggest irony of the sequels is that the fans acted exactly like Kylo at the end of 8, wanting to destroy the past, and won by creating Star Wars 9.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 9's a little bit of a mess. I think the problem is they didn't write it all out. Same mistake George Lucas made with the prequels. He didn't write it all out. To be fair, though, it's a lot of work. You gotta write 3 movies. It's a lot of work, and you could always just not.
Think about all the coffee breaks you gotta take too. A lot of coffee breaks.
Edgar Wright directed it. Yes, Edgar Wright movies are awesome. They're so clever and funny, and they never do well. They just never do well in theaters.
Yeah, you always want to be a hit after the fact.
Yeah. There was a great interview with the director of the guy who directed The Visit, which is kind of like it was kind of a big movie, but it was a huge flop. And so they asked him like, "Oh, well, it's like, what is it like to be like an indie director?" And he's like, "Well, really, what you're telling me is that I'm a failure." Because indie just means that cult classic director just means that it didn't work, but eventually after there was no more money being generated, it found an audience.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yellow Goblin. Everyone is back from Googling who directed Scott Pilgrim, it seems.
Exactly.
Shivox, I'm asking because I missed it. When do you remove the back of the model? Pretty much immediately. I never glued it, so I'll just pop it back on when I'm done painting these areas. It'll just help me reach a little easier. Campfield, that's when you have to call the Ghostbusters. Right, guys, it's 4 a.m. for me. Time to get some shut-eye. Have a great stream, everybody.
Night-night.
Good night, DK.
DK's nighty nights.
Gamma Fields. Transformers is basically just Michael Bay trying to bang Morgan Fox.
Morgan Fox.
Haze you, how would you paint Emperor's children based on their description? I'm converting Space Wolves, Chaos Space Marines heads to better represent them and their giant black eyes. I guess I would probably do a magenta prime and then highlight some of their armor up to pink and then get a nice shiny silver to do their trim. You can do silver, you can do gold, maybe a mixture of both.
Game of Field. Megan, ha ha ha. I'm pretty high right now. Aren't we all?
Terra asks Spleen, I love Edgar Wright's transitions. They're beautiful. They are. Ah. The man is a genius. Oh no, Scott Pilgrim is in the Shaun of the Dead universe. The Cornetto universe.
The CD's 2333. Took the kids to see Sonic 2. I was pleasantly surprised.
Sonic 2 is already out? I feel like Sonic 1 just came out.
That was in like 2019 or early 2020 or
Wow.
I think. Yeah. I think it did really well.
Jordan Watson, I really love the Scott Pilgrim movie, but they really softened Scott's scumbag nature from the comics. I totally support changing whatever you want from the source material to make the movie better. Because different art forms need different styles and techniques.
Why do you hate the fans? I don't understand why you're laughing. Legit question.
Mm-hmm. Gamma Field. Ooh, man, my dumplings are here. B.R.B.
Yep, someone's really high.
Terrask Spleen, do you guys hear that they're making a Scott Pilgrim anime series for Netflix? I do not. I don't know if I'm a
Netflix
big.
has no money.
Netflix has no money. I don't know if I'm a big Scott Pilgrim fan. I really like the movie, and the movie's full of really big names. Like, he got every single person right before they blew up. The Captain America's in it.
Captain America.
Captain Marvel is in it.
The Captain
The
Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Good old Michael Cera. Righteous Games just got done with work. Now I get to watch some painting. Oh boy, this is the life. Yeah.
Who doesn't want to watch painting?
Lucas Taylor, is that one of the tactical marine heads in this model? Yes. Yeah, it's just a regular old tac head.
That
Good. I like my Death Guard to have naked heads. It's an easy way to make their heads stand out a little more.
My head's naked right now. Don't want to brag. Primus Julius
Terrasclean.
Carnifex. OSL his bald spot.
Yeah. Terrasclean. They got Jesse Eisenberg. I mean, Michael Cera. It's like the same thing. There's a not very good movie called This Is the End, but Michael Cera's in it playing himself, and he's like a crazy cokehead, and he's just like running around this party doing lines of coke and like begging people to help him look for his phone. And then he finds his phone and then dies.
Amazing. Link to 11. My head has headphones playing the stream on it. Uh-oh. I'm lying. It's not. My head's not naked.
I would say you can be naked with earbuds, but yeah, you're not naked with headphones.
Right, with AirPods.
AirPods?
You gotta be AirPod naked.
Yeah. I'd say if you got nothing but AirPods in, you're naked.
Yeah. But only AirPods.
Only AirPods.
Sponsored by Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have Raycon wireless buds, get out.
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah.
Unless Raycon wants to sponsor us.
They don't. Ah.
I'd like to try Raycons because I don't like the Apple ear bud shape. It just doesn't work for me. They probably designed it to work for like 99% of ears, and I'm sure it does, but not for mine. I'm the 1%. My ears are wrong.
Yes.
Grunge. My kids are middle schoolers. Their favorite thing about Star Wars is the bad lip readings. My stick. My stick is excellent. Although I think I'm a Seagull. Stop it now. What's the first Yoda one? Where Yoda's on Dagobah talking to Luke. He's talking about the seagulls. Candy Creations. Jay, what are the bone-looking pieces on the base? They're awesome. I don't know. He's standing on like a pile of Nurglings. So those could be the bones that you're looking at. Oh, you mean the skulls? The skulls. These are Green Stuff World skulls. I'm trying to use them up because I like the Games Workshop skulls better. But yeah, they're not bad. Tarask Spleen, did you ever hear the tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Wise?
You know what, though? We made it best adult dating site.
Yeah!
In the chat. Or that one time where we had just insane spam.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Where like people were sent to our stream because they said that it was a spam attack from us. It was like a weird, crazy thing.
Mm-hmm. I like to think it's always happened when we bring up Star Wars.
Yep. Oh my god, it's happening.
Damn, 300 seconds ain't much.
I don't think that's what it was.
Oh.
I'm trying to or maybe there's multiple. Here. We did there's some more things that you can do.
Robert Powell. Bushes of Love is, but my fave must be Hostiles on the Hill. 20 nights on the ice is a long time when there's hostiles on the hill. Bushes of Love is very fun, though. Never knew my daddy didn't care about me. Dead Horizons is all my micro binoculars see. Moisture farming all my life and not a drop spilled. My aunt and uncle double sons, I'm sipping blue milk. My aunt and uncle double sons, I'm sick of blue milk. But then a desert hobo came and told me. The Duke 07, buying enough skulls to base my models like you do with basing sand. It's tricky. I almost feel like you wouldn't want to. I feel like there's some companies that make, I guess it's like a stamp that can press skulls into the base for you, and then you might want to sprinkle a few skulls on top. Otherwise, I feel like what's going to happen is the heavier part of the resin skull or the plastic skull, which is the face, is probably going to want to roll down, and so you're just going to end up with a whole pile of the back of skulls. So yeah, I would try to find maybe a stamp or some sort of mold to make a pile of skulls, and then add a few more skulls on top.
Everybody loves mold.
Yeah.
Speaking of mold, I'm gonna be right back.
Tyros Spleen. We had to change the floors 'cause he was waiting in the bushes of love, and you ripped off your dad's face. He was screaming something awful. In fact, there was this huge mess. We had to change the floors. Robert Powell. I knew my Patreon money was well spent here. All right, I would say this foot is fine. I think I could probably still do some things to it. Yeah, let me keep tinkering with this foot. Maybe it's not quite ready yet. It's not ready for prime time. But this is basically what I'm going to do the entire model. I'm going to take whatever color that I just decided to slap on there and then perfect it by doing proper blending and glazing and highlighting. Gain Christian disliked because the singing stopped. Haze Jew. Unironically, I think you're doing really well and I love your content. Keep it up. Will do. Assume he won't be at the barbecue. Then again, I guess he is a barbecue. Technically, my lies are probably true. Tell your mama not to burn my shoes. Sassy bad guy, what do you want to say? Before my friend pulls your legs away, 'cause pretty soon you will literally be tripping. Here comes a hot poker. Oh, bad lip reading. Oh no, Jay catching some flack for his maggots. Oh, they'll look like maggots once they're all painted up.
You look like a maggot. Boom.
Bosun, first time I was able to catch a stream, and they were singing about faces on floors. Everything I hoped it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I just love me some bad lip reading. Sponsored by Geico. I can't wait until we're sponsored by Geico.
It's gonna be a bit. I'm sure it's coming soon though.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yeah, I mean, do you think they give you like a year free of car insurance?
I don't know. Probably not.
Then why would you you would have to? I feel like you try out the product.
That's
It's
true.
always good,
That's a good point.
get some undies, whatever.
Something tells me with Geico it's just cash. It's just cash, and then you just say it. You say whatever the script they give you.
Probably.
Not to say that Geico isn't an amazing and very reputable organization that should definitely sponsor us one day. Gamma feels. Maybe lower your target. Go for Liberty Insurance first. You know what? Not a bad idea. Primaris Julius Carnifex. Nah, get the NordVPN and paint up a Nordman for internet historian lore. The Great Penguin. The streams are right at my painting time. Sweet.
Anytime.
They're right at my painting time, too. You need to make a grim, dark gecko. I'm surprised that they haven't done a terrible redesign of the Geico Gecko yet.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen like a hip 2D animated Geico Gecko? Oh no, insurance companies probably just sponsor senators. King Yu recently got into minis. Last time I made one was over 15 years ago, and it was awful. Your videos have really inspired me to start amassing supplies, but I still haven't started yet. Low-key scared. You don't need to be scared, you just need to start.
Just gotta do it.
Da, 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 da.
Exactly. It's that time of the stream.
Yeah.
Or, just sometimes you're just saying stuff.
Champ Styles, the streams now end when I get out of work thanks to daylight savings. Lousy farmers.
Yeah. Just don't farm, folks.
Yeah, exactly. It's that easy.
I'm not a farmer.
The end. Any recommendations from the chat for good Patreons to join for 3D models, besides the Eons of Battle Patreon, where you can find loads of custom terrain STLs for your painting pleasure?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
We got some cool ones in May.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you go and click on our Patreon link, you can see a little preview of what we're working on.
Yeah. And speaking of, I'm gonna go pee.
Oh my god. You know what time it is, folks. When Jay goes pee, we make fun of Jay. So now is your time to say horrible things about him while he's gone. I'll start. I think he's kind of poopy. All right. Now, you can't be any more mean than that. I don't want him to come back and start crying. It's happened before. And, yeah, it's kind of hard to talk him down after that. The end. Ha! He's probably pooping. Probably. Gamified. Jay's pee always smells like asparagus. Sean, Jay has a 13-year-old's mustache. Oh no, Jay has meh opinions on media. Peter Marshall, Jay's problems with winning are because of the amount of time he spends making his hair look good. Yeah. If you just, spend a little bit more time, maybe he could win for once. Constellation the Realm Wing, Jay is very much Jay. That's my insult. Mic drop. Pugmaster, Jay needs a haircut. Robert Powell, Jay has a beautiful singing voice. Well, that's just not true. Jam Styles, what if Jay's mustache isn't real? It is not. He takes it off. I know that for a fact. And puts it on. Kingu, Jay is digging through kitty litter to find the right sizes for his next base. Oh no, Jay is a brush licker. Everybody's saying horrible.
I thought Jay was 13. I'm 13 and a half. Well, 13 and a half this May.
Yep, everybody's saying horrible things about you because I told them to. The end. Okay, stop talking about Jay, guys.
Rose Julius Carnivex. Jay isn't grimdark anymore. He was better in the 90s.
Yep. Kingu. He was flimming his flams in the washroom.
Yeah.
Better believe he was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna have to make a video on how to properly flim your flams.
Probably
And then,
should.
part 2 is gonna be how to jam your jams.
I love how that's become such a thing. Like, it really has.
I love working dumb expressions into the videos.
Mm-hmm. Jordy Gajardo, Jay's gonna get taken out by 3D printing.
Yeah. You know it.
Have you ever seen Jay and a 3D printer in the same room?
Bum, bum, bum.
Pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty insane.
Oh no, Jay will never meet Tay Sway. Oh no!
Oh.
No, I'll meet her.
Right. She plays Warhammer. A lot of people don't know that.
She has a huge Tzeentch Demons army.
It's pretty sick.
Gareth Mays got my first non-family game of 40k tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck.
Dingu, I just want to meet Louise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe one day.
Oh no, she plays Noise Marines. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember there was a great article from an interview when she was working on Cats the movie, where she talked about it. She was also in the movie The Giver. where I don't believe she has any lines.
Sick.
But she was on
Sometimes
all
you
the
just-
posters.
Sometimes you just gotta be in a movie to make the money.
Yep. Probably
What did
good,
it
though. 'Cause
take?
people probably wouldn't have gone to see The Giver. And it was actually a pretty good movie.
Hmm.
You know, Tay-Sway gets them in the door, and then they stay for the
Like-
actually pretty darn good movie.
I feel like a lot of people would see The Giver just because everyone read it in school.
That's true. Maybe, though, the problem is everybody read it in school.
Mm.
Because the
Well,
books
I
in
guess
school
I
are
was thinking-
lame.
I guess I was thinking that everyone in 7th and 8th grade would go and see the movie because they have school. Remember when sometime, well, yeah, you were part of school when that happened. Remember when sometimes they would just be like, "Let's go to a movie theater." Or maybe you weren't.
No.
Sometimes they did that.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I ever
Yeah.
experienced that.
We did this. Maybe that was just 6th and 7th grade. So like literally, like I saw Coraline in the theater.
Wow.
In school.
I would have loved to see Coraline. I mean, I've seen Coraline. It's a great movie.
Yeah. In 3D
Ooh,
too. It was pretty fun.
that's fine. I
But-
can't see 3D because of my eyes. For some
Yeah.
reason, it doesn't work on me.
It's because they're messed up.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, because I think that was pre needing glasses or anything. I watched all my 3D movies before that time. Although now I have contacts on it, everything's great. But yeah. Primus Julius current effects. What the fuck is The Giver? It's a book,
It's a book.
but it's a movie.
The Great Penguin. My bold titanium white ran out. No.
Daniel Bear. My school took my 7th grade class to see Bridge to Terabithia.
Bridge to Terabithia. There should have been trigger warnings on Bridge to Terabithia. They're like, by the way, it's
Damn.
nothing like the trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Man,
did us
rough.
dirty with Bridge to Terabithia.
Damn. God. I loved that. I loved that so much.
Did Spiderwick Chronicles come out first or after?
Oh, I think we've looked this up before.
Yeah,
I think it was like at the same similar,
same
almost the
time.
exact same time.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the Spiderwick Chronicles is what you thought it was going to be.
That's exactly what it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I watched. I'm sure I watched that one first, and was like, that was fun. I'm a kid, and then
That's what you thought to yourself.
yeah, you know, and then yeah, Bridge of Terabithia. Like, what was that? What was that book about the dogs dying or whatever? The
Most
red
of 'em?
fern.
Where the red ferns
grows?
grow? Yeah, and Old Yeller.
Couldn't. Yeah, I
Where the
couldn't
red
tell
ferns
you.
grow is brutal.
Don't remember what the point was.
Brutally sad.
Yep. Remember, there was also we read this book that was like it was about the Civil War. It was like a I think it was a fake diary.
Oh, All
Of
Quiet on
some-
the Western Front.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Maybe.
good book.
I don't know, I thought it was boring.
Oh.
Fourth grade. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I feel like that's not what it was called. I don't know.
Well, All Quiet on the Western Front is a fake Civil War diary.
There could be a bunch of those though.
There could be.
Yeah, because I feel like it was like for kids. Like it felt like it was for kids. I don't know. I thought it was dumb. I don't like reading. I don't like anything that we read. I don't even know what any of the books were about. And I don't know what the point of any of it was.
The end. Giver, I hardly know her.
Primus Julius current effects. All Quiet on the Western Front is World War One.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Then
so I'm
it
wrong.
wasn't that.
Well, that book is good. Was it
Brian
Grapes of
Thompson.
Wrath?
Brian Thompson, Nick, the Red Badge of Courage. You know, I'm gonna look up. I might know it just by the cover. Because that's what I could read at that time. It's just the cover.
Sean, trying to figure out this lemon rust tank accessory package is driving me nuts. No instructions, no internet. Just the internet just says good luck. Isn't the accessory pack it's the scoop, like the scoop in the front and covers for the tracks? I think you literally just glue the scoop under the body of the lemon rust. Of the lemon rust.
Oh, God, I don't know. There's a lot of different covers to this book. Yeah, I don't know if I could place it. It looks familiar. I don't know. The author sounds familiar. Stephen Crane. But I couldn't tell you. I have to go back to 4th grade to figure that out.
Camofield. What the fuck is the giver that needs to be clipped? Gareth Mays. Coraline is such a good movie. Not gonna lie, it's still freaky. It is freaky. And it's got a little They Might Be Giants action. I love They Might Be Giants. No Beak recently bought Emperor's Champion to re-inspire myself to finish my 3,000 points of Death Guard. I got my ass kicked today in a Crusade game against Templars. Hell yeah! Black Templars are awesome. The end. Mel Gibson's The Patriot? That movie's dumb.
You know, I think he got it. Good old school books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they just wanted people to not read, and so they taught the horrible books.
Yeah, the most boringest books in the world. I agree.
There's no way they wanted people to read.
All right, everybody, we're gonna read Fences. It's like I've read Fences every year of my life in some dumb class. Good. Well, we're gonna read it again. It's such an important book.
We're just like going from community college to UWM, and it was the same plays again.
Yep.
What? How is it the same plays again? It's like there's only like 5 plays.
Because there is only 5 plays.
These are the ones that you read. It's so dumb.
Okay. You guys want something new? Okay, we'll do Shakespeare.
Yeah. Actually, Shakespeare done right is really good. That's the biggest lie ever told.
Technopath Game Studios. Hey guys, while we're talking about books, what Warhammer book would you recommend for a newbie to get introduced into the universe and lore? If you can get a hold of the big rule book for 40k, I guess any of the big rule books for 40k, probably give that a little read. It'll give you a primer on the world, the setting, and all of the factions. And then for Black Library novels, I would suggest either Eisenhorn is not bad. It won't teach you that much about the universe. It's mostly just about the Inquisition. And then Caiaphas Cain for the Emperor is really good, and that'll introduce you to some fun stuff like the Tau and the different planets and some of the Imperial Guard. Nick is famously illiterate. Isn't there a hotline for that? There's Hooked on Phonics.
Yep. And I tried and I failed it.
You might say he wasn't hooked.
I was not hooked. Yep. I only like learning things through somebody told me stuff. That's what I like.
Robert Bell, 1800, you suck. Sean, Jay, there's the weapons, CMDR poses, track covers, dozer, such is straightforward, but there is a lot of fiddly bits. Huh. Interesting.
Love a good fiddly bit.
If you're new to the Warhammer, watch Luton 09 on YouTube. Yeah, I agree. I like Luton, although I just don't have time in my life for over an hour long videos anymore of talking about stuff. I want to get in and get out. That's why I like Baldermort and Major Kill, because they're quick. In Black, how about reading of Mice and Men? Why? Oh,
Yeah.
Mice and Men. I feel like I read that a bunch of times too.
Yep, I read it at least twice because we did it in school. We were like high school, and then we did it as a play.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
The end. We got to read Ender's Game, and I liked it a lot. I got to read Ender's Game. I remember I actually had one cool class in high school with Mr. Schmidt, and we got to pick from 4 books which one we read, and then we had to do like an essay on whatever one we picked. And I actually ended up reading all 4 books. Or no, I read 3 of the 4 books because they were cool. I read Ender's Game, Old Man's War. Oh, God, what was the third one? I forget the third one. And then the 4th one was the Time Traveler's Wife, which I just didn't want to read because it's just a big, long romance book. I'm sure it's very good, but I just wasn't feeling it. Old Man's War is excellent. It's a great book. Mike Ayash, what paint are you using? I am using a paint that you cannot buy called Imperial Hobby Paints. They are out of production.
Boom. Gone.
Daniel Bear, half my class came out of Bridge of Terabithia crying and all scarred, so they canceled all the other classes going to see the movie the next day. Yeah. It's a weird movie. I mean, there's movies like that, like sad movies that are like about something, but
yeah, but not marketed to kids.
Yeah. It's weird. I can't really see adults enjoying that movie, but kids shouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
It's in a weird subcategory of maybe no one should watch this movie. Gamma Field, they made me read Holes. Now that was much less than riveting. I didn't mind Holes. The story of Stanley Yelnats. His name is a palindrome. Holes was fun. I remember trying to figure out what the monsters were from that book, or the little The little, I forget what they call them. They're Gila monsters. Were they Gila monsters in the book too? I thought they came up with their something else for them to be. I liked holes.
I like holes too. Like the second holes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's write a book about digging holes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shivox. Shakespeare is best in its original Klingon.
Very true.
The Wizard MF just read the Krieg book. So good, putting them Imperial Guard to shame. Neat. I didn't know there was Krieg books. I suppose there must have been. They're mega popular.
The end. They were Gunga's monsters.
Gungas. Taraskbleen. Any good Black Library books about Space Marines? I really liked a book called Apocalypse. It's a group of Space Marines are sent to go kind of keep a planet safe from a chaos invasion, but they're not told why, and they have to figure out why they've been sent here because it doesn't make any sense. Indominus is not bad. It's a Space Marine novel, and I've heard nothing but great things about Spears of the Emperor, but I haven't read it yet. Manny D. The second Caiaphas Cain book, Caves of Ice, is also really good, and it's smaller than the Eisenhorn books. Yes, yeah, they're quick. The end. I'm hooked on hydroponics. Captain Styles, talking to someone on OfferUp is $160 good for Dark Imperium. Although I do love everything in it. I think 160 is good. I think it retailed for 200. Yeah, I'd say just make sure it comes with everything that it's supposed to. And if it comes with the big rule book, it's not in date anymore. It's probably the 8th edition, and you need the 9th edition. Black, tell me about the rabbits, Jay. Daniel Bear, you always struck me as someone who enjoys the work of Arch Warhammer. Arch sucks.
Boom.
Dante Ren, I'm working on a Sisters Kill Team. Ooh, I love Sisters and Kill Team. I think they're fun. I have a ton of Battle Sisters that I need to paint up.
You gotta get them battling.
I do. I need my Repentia need some backup.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. There's some options.
Mm-hmm. King Yu, what do you use for priming with your airbrush? I use Stynal Res Black Primer from Badger, and I'm using up my Vallejo acrylic polyurethane surface primer gray and white, but I don't like them very much because they've gotten really gunky in their old age and they clog a lot. But Stynal Res Black is great. Mike Ayash, sweet painting, bro. Love your stuff. Thank you. Robert Powell, Eaters of the Dead is a great book by Michael Crichton. Ooh, I didn't know that. I've read the book Jurassic Park, and it's really good. I've also read Lost World, which I think is by Michael Crichton. I think it's not very good, but I think it was literally written just so that the sequel to Jurassic Park could say based on a novel by Michael Crichton. Yeah, the book Lost World is so bad that literally it ends before they get off the dinosaur island. He was just done. He's like, I got to 300 pages. That's what you get. Ah, the yellow spotted lizards. Yeah. Which is Gila monsters, because Gila monsters have yellow spots and they're poisonous. Dante Wren, if you're using a spray can, how do you fix a dusty coating? It's hard. Light colors tend to be really bad with dusting. I'd say make sure that you're spraying in optimal conditions. Follow the instructions on the back of the can to the letter, and make sure that you're spraying the exact correct distance away from the spray can nozzle. Push down on the trigger and start spraying away from the model, and then drag the spray paint can over the model, and then finish your spray off of the model. That way you're not spitting anything directly onto the model. It's getting the best chance of a good even coat of spray. Because the when you first press on a spray can, there is a little bit of a spit before it's flowing properly.
It is true.
Voodoo Turtle, the color's looking pretty desaturated. Is that the lighting or the design? They're a little desaturated. It's probably also the camera. I maybe have the brightness turned up a little too high.
Yellow Goblin. Gila monsters are venomous, not poisonous.
Oh, yes, of course. Because they don't have fangs. They don't inject. Mandy D, Soul Drinker is a good Space Marine book. Ooh, I'll have to add that one to the list. Dante Rentips, I honestly would love to show you my work to get some opinions and critique. Well, you know where the perfect place for that is over on the EonsOfBattle Patreon.
That's true. I mean, you get actually detailed advice.
You'll get a show, or you'll get an episode. Because over there we do one extra episode of EonsOfBattle a week, and one of the shows that we do is a model review and critique show where we look at people's models and we talk about them, and we talk about how much they suck and how they're great, and give some pointers on how to improve.
Yeah, and then we also have just in general on our Discord, we have a critique my minis. If you put stuff in there, just kind of whoever gets to it first will give you some pointers. But seems to help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy D, Patreon, there's a critique video if you post your pictures. And Mandy D uses those videos very wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should be more like Mandy D.
Martiz Fryiski. Hey Jay, what's your opinion on the new Kill Team Starter Set, Octeris Light Edition, worth trying instead of Octeris? I think it's worth trying out. You get a smaller version of the big rulebook instead of the bigger version, and I think all you miss out on is lore, which is fine. And you don't get the bigger pieces of terrain, but it's cheaper, and I think it's probably a better deal.
I guess if you already have terrain, or if you're willing to just use what you have.
Yeah.
Like tissue boxes and whatever, and weight. Because the terrain is great.
It is good terrain.
And is really good for the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's the problem. The old sticking point.
The end. Nick has gotten so gunky in his old age.
I really have. I need to get stripped. Lundbonks? Jay and Nick, honest opinions on dinosaurs. This is very serious.
I like dinosaurs.
The show, or
I
just
love this. I
dinosaurs?
love the TV show Dinosaurs
or
with the giant animatronic puppets.
or the existing. Well, I would say that they don't exist. I don't think dinosaurs actually existed.
Yes,
I'm gonna put that out there.
I like Pachycephalosaurus. Luca Taylor, Jay, where'd you get your glass micro beads? I've been wanting to make my own studded armor for Space Marines. I think my micro beads are by Martha Stewart, so you can probably get them on Amazon.
Yep.
They're Martha Stewart glass micro beads.
Mm-hmm. After she paid her taxes.
Yeah.
That era of Martha Stewart, the not fun era.
George Giordo, any chance we can get a picture of your camera setup? Can't find the sweet spot. You can kind of see it. I've just tilted my laptop down a little bit. This is the camera. This little webcam right here, and then it's on an arm, and the arm is stuck onto a pipe that I have screwed into my table. And then I've got the cheapest bar light Amazon sells, and it's shining down, straight down.
Boom.
Tara asks, Spleen, anyone here read the Tome of Fire trilogy? I'm thinking of starting that. I have not. Garrett Bassett, thank you for the recommendation for the Soul Wars novel. You made me buy the Dominion box because of this. Yeah, Soul Wars is really good. It's really good. Age of Sigmar is fun. It's got great lore, it's got great models, great game.
Yep, some of the best models the Games Workshop makes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun. I don't know if you noticed this. Our 1 week painting challenge that works in the Eldar or that works in the Necrons. It's getting like a lot more views.
Huh.
I don't know why. A lot of people are discovering it. Maybe
it's getting recommended from the night video.
Night video. Maybe.
The night video. Yeah, the night video is doing great.
Night videos doing really well.
It's like,
kind of insane.
Yeah, it's like our best performing video
for a couple of years.
Yep.
Hot damn. People want to see some knights.
People love knights. Skagract. So I have some really old models and I have no idea what to do with them. Almost all of them are unpainted. You sell them on eBay and you make bank.
Hell yeah. George Gajardo, thanks for the shot. I don't care what Nick says. When you get up to pee, you're a decent human being. The things that I say.
Flip that dude at 88. Insider trading, not taxes.
Close enough.
Yeah, get your crimes right, Nick.
I know. Phil Kennelly, Knife It is how I found you.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good video. Took a little bit of work, but it's worth it. Simon Murray, you ever listen to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard?
Mr. Happy Man Canada 2. I 3D printed my knight. Well, I 3D printed your mom. Destroyed.
Kit the Opossum, I found you from the Kill Team What Boxes to Buy videos. Awesome! I'm so proud of those videos. I spent ages and ages and ages writing them. Because it's hard to learn a game perfectly so that you're giving like good advice and you're not getting anything wrong. God, did those videos take ages to write.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Bear. King Gizzard puts out like 8 albums a year, and they're also who I named my cat Giz after.
Yo, Giz.
Yo, Giz. Ooh, Gizmo from Gremlins. All right, everybody in the chat has seen the movie Gremlins, right? Because if you haven't seen the movie Gremlins, you need to see the movie Gremlins. It's one of the greatest films ever made. I watched Gremlins on Christmas.
And then you watch Gremlins 2.
Oh, Joe Dante. That
I like it, though.
mad lad. Oh, yeah, Gremlins 2 is awesome. I'm kind of surprised they haven't done anything with Gremlins. I can't believe we haven't gotten like a weird, bad remake yet.
Yeah. Rated minis, but don't watch it after midnight.
No. Oh yeah, and definitely don't get it wet. I remember when I was little, I really wanted to watch scary movies. And so my mom was like, okay, well, you can watch Gremlins. And that's how I got introduced to Gremlins. Because that was the scary movie that my mom could think of that I could handle. From the Dude 88, Phoebe Cates! Good old Phoebe Cates. Skag-wrecked. But I don't know what they go for. Really, I can't really find a listing for the OG Metal Killacan. I bet someone out there is looking for the OG Metal Killacan.
Probably some weirdo.
Manny D, just like Die Hard, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Absolutely.
Oh, we got our best adult dating site back.
Manny D, Key and Peele had an amazing Gremlins 2 sketch. They did. They did. The end. They don't need to ruin any more of my childhood. Thank you very much. I agree, but I almost want to see them try. Champ Styles, you should do a Legion tutorial video. Granted, a good amount of us know how to play, but there is only like one decent how to play Legion video. I had to learn from trial and error, which with some T-simulator, some tabletop simulator. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to do how to plays because like we have to know the game perfectly, and we just don't get that much opportunity to play games. We're so busy working. But we'd like to. Well, I think eventually we'll figure out a way to do it.
Oh yeah.
But
yep. There's some, you know.
Oh yeah, we got
some
stuff working.
Some plans coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Stop pressuring us.
We'll definitely do lots of stuff with lots of games. But yeah, Star Wars Legion is really fun. I like Star Wars Legion a lot. Ooh, and I think Sean just bought a whole bunch of new battle droids, so we're gonna have to figure out how to get a game in one of these days.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to figure out how to get a game in one of these days. But yeah, Star Wars Legion is really fun. I like Star Wars Legion a lot. Ooh, and I think Sean just bought a whole bunch of new battle droids, so we're gonna have to figure out how to get a game in one of these days. Gerardo Gutierrez, Gremlins animated series is coming to HBO Max. I feel like Gremlins are going to lose a lot of their charm if they're animated.
More like HBO Sax.
I mean, remains to be seen, but I could definitely see it not working that well animated. Because there's a charm to puppets. There's very much a charm to puppets. Brian Wright. What time zone is Gremlins based on? Technically, all day is after midnight. That's true. They make fun of that in Gremlins too, which is hilarious. Taylor asks Spleen, I just bought the Recruit Edition of 40k and I'm drooling over these Space Marine models, but I promise to wait until me and my friend hang out to put them together. That's very good. That's very nice.
Do it anyways.
Mr. Highman Canada 2, should I kit bash a Tech Marine and Terminator armor, or should I kit bash a Tech Marine Dreadnought? Tech Marine Dreadnought. And try to get like lots of hooks and chains and equipment like hanging off of them. The Spastic, your kill team video was great. A lot of well-painted teams. Yes, and even more unpainted ones.
Although some of them have been painted since that video. Like the Night Lords.
Mm-hmm.
Primus Julius Carnifex Tech Marine Dreadnought with forklift forks.
Yeah.
Roshalam, I vaguely remember a Gremlins cartoon. It was not good.
There was a lot of cartoons like that. Like there was a Beetlejuice cartoon.
Yep, they were trying stuff out.
Yeah. There was a Ghostbusters cartoon.
Hell yeah.
I think I've watched the Beetlejuice cartoon. I think it's actually pretty good.
Did you know that Scooby-Doo is a cartoon?
I know. Wait, Scooby-Doo is a cartoon?
Yeah, pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy because I mean Scooby-Doo's pretty raunchy.
Yep. Shaggy's the hot one. I just settled that debate for everybody.
Has anybody seen the live action Scooby-Doos?
Yeah. God, are they wild.
The second Scooby-Doo movie is the actually like good movie, but I love the first one because it's such a mess. It's such a weird mess of a movie that's like not really appropriate for kids and kind of scary in parts. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think Sugar Ray is in the movie. Mr. Hotman Canada 2. You are not a true orc player until you try to make a Death Dread out of a soda can. Mike Ash, how about Starship Troopers? Love Starship Troopers. I love that movie so much. And the anime movies are actually really good. Really, of the live action movies, only Starship Troopers 1 is good, but the anime movies are not bad.
And you have the game.
And I have the game. The old Mongoose Publishing from 2007. For some reason, they stopped making games in 2008. Terrorist Spleen. I'm totally tempted to put these assault intercessors together. Wait for your friend.
Just do it. Screw your friend. He should be there to do it. Your friend should be there to do it. Too bad. Man, I really want a Scooby snack right now.
Mm-hmm.
Remember those, God, I don't remember I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Like the Scooby Gushers?
It was like no, well, yeah, but it was like the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks.
Yeah.
Everybody had the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks.
The Scooby-Doo fruit. And they were kind of like stale.
Yeah, they were not good, but
no.
They were the best. They were awesome. Like I'm pretty sure if I didn't eat them, I would be, like 6 feet tall. Like, I'm pretty sure it affects your growth.
My Strange Brain, what is, in your opinion, is the worst movie ever? I'm pretty easy on movies. I think there's only a couple of movies that I really don't like. Like, I didn't finish watching them. One of them is Hobo with a Shotgun. It's just a really mean-spirited edgelord movie that's like trying really hard to be edgy instead of actually being good. I feel like there was another movie I really didn't like that I just stopped watching.
Human Centipede.
Yeah, Human Centipede. Human Centipede
Stop
sucks. It just sucks. It's not fun. It's not funny. It's not interesting. It's just mean. If you ever think you want to watch Human Centipede, watch Tusk. Tusk is Human Centipede, but actually like funny and self-aware.
The end. Is there anywhere where we can preview this month's Ultra Fans level terrain? Yeah, if you go on our Patreon. There's a public post. I actually put it up today. We're gonna be working with the Radium Minis for this month's terrain. It's pretty fun.
The end. Oh, hi, Mark. It is not true. I did not hit her. It is not true. It is not. Oh, hi, Mark. Good old The Room. Daniel Bear. Shaggy using 0.00009% of his powers. Champ Styles, I love how Mr. Bean is a villain. That's true. Not only is Rowan Atkinson the villain, but he's not. But Scrappy Doo is the villain. Spoiler alert.
Oh no!
Spoiler alert. Scrappy Doo is the villain because everybody hates Scrappy. Terror asks Spleen, fun fact, the original cut of the Scooby-Doo live-action movie received an R rating for cleavage. Oh yeah, I mean, Linda Cardellini, damn!
Hashtag cleave. Righteous Games. Wait, how tall is Nick? I thought he was like 6'2", bro. What the fuck? I'm actually 4'11". It's pretty crazy. The end. Do I get the old months if I upgrade next month or not? Yeah, you get everything. You get everything that we've ever made. But starting with this month, we're gonna stop that. But everything will stay, like everything that exists currently is gonna be like a welcome pack, and then moving forward, we're just going to do, it only exists for that month, and then you can buy it afterwards. But, yep. And then maybe at the end of the year, like next year, then we'll update the welcome pack and move things around.
Flipping to Dude 88. Clean up the mold lines. There ain't no mold lines. What are you talking about? Mr. Happyman Canada 2, I think we need a Terminator board game. I agree.
Agreed. Wait a minute, the new Patreon post looks so good. Oh yeah, yeah, it looks good. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be cool. Good terrain. Some good pictures of it.
Flipping that dude at 88. The Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie was effing horrible. It is. Although I kind of liked it when I was a little kid because the ending is just Jurassic Park.
Everybody's been excited about this adult dating site. I can't. I can't. Yeah, I just don't feel like that's the best way to get your adult dating site out there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that they probably spam it in thousands of streams.
Oh my god, it's back. I banned it.
We summoned it.
I keep banning it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think it's just there's a bunch of channels that have the same name. All right, everyone go to bestcams.fun. It's our new sponsor.
Oh, no!
Righteous Games. Nick, we're nerds. We need adult dating sites more than anyone.
I
love this.
I love that it's adult dating as opposed to child dating.
Well, you know, it's probably good. Yeah, this is how we announce our new sponsorship.
Non-adult dating, sponsored by Jared Fogle.
Oh boy.
Pirate Tracks, since Warcom previewed the Imperium and Chaos armies can take a free knight detachment while you do a Black Templars Knight. I don't know. Probably not. Because I feel like maybe if I started playing my Black Templar a lot, but I feel like when I play my Black Templar, I want to play my Black Templar, and so I want as many intercessors and as many bodies on the board as possible. I wouldn't want it to take it up with a big old knight. I could totally see though doing it maybe for like sisters or something, just to help with keep the model count really low. Drasween, will you ever think about doing battle report videos? We'll not just think about it, we will do it one day.
We're doing it. We're working on it.
Yep.
Joe Runge, I met my wife on an adult dating site. I found it in a stream chat. Exactly.
Radio Minis, how do we know you're actually the best cam site?
Yeah. Seriously. George Gajardo, guys, you're not going to believe this. There are hot models in my area and want to chat with me. Woo!
Lucky.
Wow. No one wants to chat with me. Ah, I want to come back.
Simon Murray, the dating site has the wrong audience. Everyone knows EOB fans already have girls lined up for them.
Exactly. I mean, that's what happens when you join the Patreon.
Anonymous Julius Carnifex. I hope this site is zoned correctly for this adult dating because carbon dating is a bit tricky.
Mm-hmm. All right, just games idea. A sub goal for the channel should be that if EOB hits a 150k subscribers, they open a OnlyFans where they only post the feet of Jay's most recent paint jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, we have an OnlyFans already started.
We do. That would be not difficult to do and would be hilarious.
Yep, you can go to onlyfans.com/EonsOfBattle.
Champ Styles, are Hellblasters too expensive for a standard Space Marine army, or are they worth it? I don't know. I think they're definitely cool. I really, really like the look of them. I would love a whole squad of plasma. But I don't know. Animal Charm, sell jars of Jay's used paint water.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are full of great ideas tonight.
Yep. Gamified. Can guys open an OnlyFans asking for a friend? I mean, I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is weird. You do have to, because you have to prove that you're an adult. So
Mhm.
you have to take a photo of yourself with your ID, and then you also have to take a photo of your ID. I went through the whole process. Yeah, the weird part is when they make you show your penis.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weird part.
Manny D, the point for point, you'd be better off bringing more intercessors, but Hellblasters do work well if you bring them with some protection like an apothecary and a captain. Neat. I would really like Hellblasters because I think using troop bodies as heavy weapons is more appealing to me than vehicles. Because I just want more Black Templar on the field. Black Templar are all about that spam.
Spam sandwich.
Terrask Spleen, Jay's paint water for the thirstiest wargamers.
Amazing. Righteous Games. Step bro, what are you painting? EOB theme. We need to open an episode like that. We really like that's a. I mean, damn. It's a great idea. The end, his bathwater would smell like egg salad.
Yeah, it would. Oh, I need to make egg salad soon.
Yeah, but it's so many ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Egg.
Yeah, these streams really go off the rails later at night.
They do. They always do. Holy cow, not nearly as much as the Patreon only ones.
Thousands, yeah. It's thousands usually, wow.
Descent into madness.
Yeah.
Manny D. It's a 10 man of Hellblasters using the assault weapons, 30 shots at strength 6, AP minus 4. So yeah, not bad. Camulation 777, Spam Witch. Sounds pretty good. I do enjoy a good spam. Kit the Opossum, what time is it? Time to get a watch.
Man, you destroyed him.
Mm-hmm.
Kit the Opossum. I walked into that one. You did, but we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing better than that. Hey, I thought this model was going to be done by 12 o'clock.
Oh, it will be. It will be. I got 20 minutes. Tarask Spleen. Watch gang rise up. Watches
Hell
are
yeah.
neat.
I have a watch. I don't wear it. 'Cause it's not that it's a pain, it's just, why?
I'd want to watch with a calculator, so that could be really cool.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't be as cool as Apple Watch users, but
God, those are, yeah, no. I don't like them.
I remember one time one of my teachers was late, and he shows up and he's like, "Sorry, everybody, it was a bunch of traffic." And somebody said, "Didn't your Apple Watch warn you about the traffic?"
And then destroyed. He cried. Yeah. It's pretty good. I remember, I know my cousin, like all my cousins have Apple Watches. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to buy one right now if you can explain to me why it's better than just having a phone. And they couldn't.
Of course not.
And they're like, well, it's you don't have to take your phone out of your pocket. Like, is that hard for you to do? My boss had an Apple Watch, and in meetings and pretty much like you were asking him a question or whatever, his fucking watch would ding every 3 seconds, and so he was not even in the world at all. And that was enough for me to be like, no, it's not good. He was like getting game stats on his Apple Watch every 3 seconds. It's not good. Although he did tell me the big selling point to him was that you could have Mickey Mouse watch faces.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, you save the best for last. That sells it.
Yeah. So you're gonna get it or not?
Oh yeah, you got 2 on the way.
Pretty amazing.
Righteous Games. If this model isn't done by 12 o'clock, Jay, I'm flipping your table. Not a table, your table.
Damn.
Jam Style. Jason, you two are getting all the Legion minis ever. Are you getting the Shadow Collective? Also, the Hasbro Gun Catapult is Legion scale. Interesting. That's good to know. Hasbro Gun Catapult. I'll probably get them. Boop boop. Maybe we need to start doing Legion models on the stream just so I can start knocking them out.
It's true. Yeah,
'Cause they're quick.
we haven't done them in a really long time.
Uh-huh. Ooh, neat. If this is Legion scale, because I know there's a Patreon out there that does really, really good Legion scale gun figures. So maybe a couple of these and a couple of those, and I could have a little Gunga army.
Little Goonga.
Little Gunga. Gunga. Let's see. Sears.com. Let's see what the Gunga catapult goes for. Sears taking its sweet time.
It's because it doesn't exist anymore.
No, I do not want to become a member. Sorry, this item is temporarily unavailable. But Walmart's got it. What? That can't possibly be true. $44.97? It looks like a normal ass action figure card peg hanging on the wall. Gamafield, I think you may have given me a good option to change my financial situation.
Hell yeah.
Pirate Tracks, I love that the Zenithal Prime is doing a lot of work. Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
KSU Wildcatos 7, I'll donate $50 to see Jay paint a box of battle droids. Do it.
No, do it.
How much is a box of battle droids for Star Wars Legion? Star Wars Legion.
It's $50.
Well, yeah, it is B1. B1. It's $30. So that covers the paint too. Terra asks, Spleen, I've been eyeing the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker model for a while, but I'm scared I'll just get sucked into Legion. Legion's a good game. It's a good game. If you pick up one of the starter boxes, you're ready to go. You're ready. You've got an army. You've got a loner army. Guess you Wildcato 7 tips. All right. Well. Boop-a-doo. Amazon.com. Legion B1. Oh wait, that's the expansion. I want the core. Boom. Add to cart. Proceed to checkout. Doop doop boop boop boo. Yes, to do. And yeah, use that address.
What's your address?
1542 Wallaby Way, Sydney. All right, it's on its way. Thank you, KSU Wildcat 07. I can't promise it'll appear on the stream right away, but it'll definitely get added to the rotation. I think I need to get out from my Legion pile of shame. That is something that does have to happen.
And now it's bigger now.
And now it's bigger. Primus Julius Carnifex. Jay, do you remember your Terminator chaplain with the backlit head? Do you have a video specifically on that one? I do not. I painted him on stream. So all the streams are saved on a playlist on our channel.
Hell yeah, they are. It is the 4th link in the description.
Yeah.
Or you can go to our main channel page and scroll down a little, and you'll see it, called All Live Streams.
Tarask Spleen, you have committed. There is no going back now, Jay. That is the equivalent of making a blood pact. I agree. I do love the battle droids so much. Somebody on someone's Patreon, they made the super battle droids are B2s. I think it's a B3 battle droid. They're super tall and they have 4 arms. JER tips for the paint for those models and to put us over the $50 mark. That's true. Good point. Appreciate it. Champ Styles, does this mean that we get to see you paint General Grievous on stream? I will. I will definitely paint General Grievous. General Grievous. Steve, get out from a pile of shame. I just prefer to keep making it deeper. Primus Julius Carnifex, love me a good Droideka. Oh, I love the Droideka. I wish that they would come out for Legion the Droideka snipers. They made some fun appearances in the late stages of Star Wars Clone Wars. Paul Weffer, you rock, Jay. This is my first time catching your streams due to time zone differences. Sweet. Welcome to the stream. I'm painting. Darask Spleen, Roger, Roger.
Roger.
G6 Branch, what is a good Black Templar kill team? You can't take specifically Black Templars and kill team, but you can take Space Marines and kill team. I would suggest either 6 Assault Intercessors or, I guess, 6 Incursors. I guess Assault Intercessors if you want to do a lot of close combat, and the Incursors if you want to do a lot of shooting. To the Ho Painter. It's a pile of opportunity, people, not shame. I tend to think of it as a pile of shame, because really, the pile of opportunity should be the boxes for you to purchase at the friendly local game store. That should be the true pile of opportunity.
Yep. I agree. Be shamed.
Shame.
But just work on your stuff. Shame.
Champ Styles, there's also a close combat droideka that fights the fight or in the comics they have blades. Interesting. Gamma Fields, have you looked into Zona Alpha? It's basically a tabletop version of Escape from Tarkov. What's Escape from Tarkov? Sounds like a video game. DJ the Ho Painter, I reject thy shaming.
I like to think if we pulled the camera out a little bit, we see, TJ the Hope Painter is just surrounded by models.
Champ Styles, Ara Singh. I like Ara Singh. If I was out for a little while, I was completely out for my Star Wars Legion pile of shame. I had all the models painted. Now, it might be even. It might be even how much I have painted and how much I have to paint. Especially with that new box coming.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, for my battle droids, do I go classic tan, or do I go kind of pinkish red from Geonosis?
Pink and red.
I mean, I'll probably have many squads. Maybe I can do a few of each.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Tarask Spleen, I'll never understand the Black Templars. I find their lack of psychers disturbing. Yeah. Steve, when you have such a backlog that you know you will never get to all of it, then it is shame. And for some reason, I'm still buying more.
Shame.
Ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll do some classic tan, some pinkish red, and some of the camo droids from Kashyyyk.
I love it.
Kinona's, whoa, you guys are streaming still?
I know, it's Saturday.
For a few more minutes. Yeah, we go late on Saturdays.
For 7 more minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then after the stream, I need to order a few Gunga catapults.
Oh, the Gunga.
Okay, here's one for $9. That seems right. It comes with the balls.
Huh. You said balls.
Balls. The Gun Catapult accessory set.
You should paint the droids green.
I mean, I suppose I could.
You should paint them orange.
That is a color.
Just want to put it out there.
Jam Styles. Some people have even painted them up as the practice simulation droids with the white and orange paint jobs from Camino. Interesting.
Jeez, I'm beginning to think people are giant nerds. Dickory's super late to the stream. Love this model. Can't wait to paint it.
Neat. It is a fun model.
You're going to take it from Jay and paint directly on top of it?
It's unorthodox, but you know what? I like it.
Did you know about this plan beforehand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, we're coordinated.
You're cheating on me with Nick? Get it?
Crispin Wellburn. Well, Jay, dropping in to say that I've been binging your content and that you are a breath of fresh air in the Warhammer community. You manage to keep honest opinions, but also always optimistic. Keep it up. Yeah. Yeah, I just find it easy to stay upbeat and happy about toys.
I mean, kind of makes it sound like you're not taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little weird. Anyways, there's too much Mark 6 armor in
way too much. Ugh. Don't they know anything about the lore?
Yeah. I'm a true fan.
Don't they? Yeah. Don't they know that Mark 6 has been seen in basically every piece of published material for Horus Heresy? Yeah, Nick's gonna go hard into Horus Heresy.
Ooh, yeah.
What do you think's
Especially
the first Legion you're gonna collect?
Probably one of them that I know the name of for sure. Oh, I'm really excited. I'm going to be pre-ordering that day one. Mostly because I care so much. Mandy D, that box is going to be around $300. I'm going to buy 2. That's how much I like it and how much I care.
Nick Aris, Lord of Contagion looks like a real chonk figure. He is big.
Big boy.
Really big. I mean, I have a regular human right here. This is a regular human. So yeah, he's probably at least maybe 2.5 times the size of a human.
He's nice and strong.
Yeah, strong.
Jeez, I can't wait to look at the best cams after this stream. I know that there's a couple people in the chat that are gonna do the same thing.
King of Kenonas, the Sons of Horus is definitely just a reskinned Lord of Contagion. That's true. Yeah, he does. He kind of does have that look. But I mean, it makes sense.
I'm guessing $350 for the box. Real fuck you prices. Yeah, and you have to pick it up. You have to drive it up. You have to drive up in your Lambo.
Yeah, I would almost wonder if it's going to be more, because $350 is like the exact currency translation, right? But usually it's not. That's not how Games Workshop does it.
Right.
Usually it's however much plus a good little bit. Dara explained, # bring back best cams.
Yeah, I don't think I should have banned them.
No, I think that was a little heavy-handed.
Yep, they're just spreading their good service around.
Mm-hmm.
Kinnikin is $420 for the shits and giggles. There you go.
It's a starter box though, so it might be a loss leader. They might be willing to take a little bit of a not incredible, making all the money in the world price on it.
Yeah, to just make kind of a lot of money.
Yeah, just to make a lot of money. We will see. Also, I mean, they're showing off all this stuff. What are we gonna get next week?
That's true. Yeah, like the Demon Prince.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they show off stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And speaking of showing stuff off, it's Beta by time.
Would you look at that? I got kind of far on this guy.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, it's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
There you go.
this arm done. I got this foot done. And I got his stick done.
Look at that stick.
Yeah.
Man, he's got such a nice stick.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of sticks, yeah, we're going to go to bed. But we had a bunch of videos. Make sure you go watch all of them. We have a bunch more videos. Have some fun terrain coming out today, really. So you gotta join the Patreon for that. And if you want a preview of it, you can go to our Patreon and look at it. Public post. And yeah, we'll be back with another live stream on Monday. So join us for that.
Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for being here. Good night.
Good night.
And boop boop.